Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, right before we get into this video, I want to say that after this, I've decided to take a 2-week break. I know, I just came out off a multiple month break, but this 2 weeks is simply so I can finish up school. I only have 2 weeks left, and then once I'm done, I'll go back on the video grind. I'll have some beach videos out. That should be obvious by this point. I'm going to make a beach video. Again, the one at and I will do the one outside. Again, happy about that as always. But anyways, not ramble for too long. Let's get on with it. And if you notice this random metal pipe here, it's actually plastic, but I'll show you why real quick actually. So I have a bunch of the strong gauges here on top of Henry's tunnel. And here just wouldn't stay without moving slightly forwards. And like not be in line with the others. In fact, I should probably line them up a bit more. I have them all just right. So I put this under just so the track is lifted up a tiny bit. So then I can put here as wheels there, and they won't actually I guess Murdoch can go slightly forwards. He'd be like, and he's in the middle, so he can be like the leader of the group. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Anyways, let's just get in this really, like, we're in a very complicated area, actually. So I think we're gonna head over to the turntable. Let me just, actually, I'm gonna swap out a buffer for a ramp real quick. Alright, actually, nah, yeah, I like that much better. Yeah, it's better. Alright, so we come to the turntable here, and there is this absolutely massive wreck. So I got some rubber band. I wrapped it around Percy in a way, so Rocky can actually lift him up and put him on the flatbed. I love this. But for now, Percy's down there, getting ready to be lifted up. And here's Harvey lifting it up. And I have a story for what happened. I just kind of make this up, but so the trucks were pushing Percy along, and it didn't have a brake fan because they actually knocked the coupling off the brake fan at the harbor, or the docks in this case. And so Percy went all had a brake fan until they pushed him down from the viaduct here, right down the hill, right off at this bend, and well, that happened. And here at the turntable, we have a water tower. There's Samson. I put him off the rail, which I just did. A Stepney Flying Scotsman. And here in the shed, we have both of my birthday Thomases. Old, and one moment oh, hope I don't get copyrighted by that. Mattel, don't come after me. But anyways, I can't do that because the cake gets caught. And then my new one, and the reason I've done this is could be kind of obvious if you've been keeping up with what's going on. It's the 77th anniversary of the Railway series, and the whole, almost franchise for that matter. So, I just did a little something. I can't do too much, but I did do this. And you know what? I'll make a community post. I'm doing a 3 railway engine thing where Edward, Gordon, and Henry are heading out back from the tunnel after Gordon broke a safety valve. Anyways. So then we're actually gonna backtrack from on this track right here. So you can't actually get on there anywhere except for being on the line because you can't go across because Rockies aren't cleaning up the accident. So if you go along, you come to the switch, and if you go on it, here's James pulling the local train. You get through to Henry, and then that takes you back to the switch, but takes you over to the accident. But if you go, let's go to Edward Station. So there's 3 main ways to get there. Well, there's a lot of ways to get there, but one of my favorites is going over Murdoch's line. Murdoch's line and Gordon's Hill are my favorite ways to get there. So, you go on the middle line right here. That takes you to the middle line of Gordon's Hill to Murdoch. And you go down under this bridge to Wilbert at a cider mill. Then you go through to Edward Station. And here we have Edward's yard, at a station. Here's Trevor. I put the Pape building there. There's Airy, Bert, and Scrap Monster. Do not mind the mess around the layout. I'm going to clean this up. It's just a bit of a mess. Here's Bill and Ben just outside the station. Here's Mavis and a brake van. And here's Sydney with the hippo off the rails by the cider mill. Because that makes perfect sense. Just Sydney. Just Sydney stupid. I wouldn't say stupid, more Dory. Memory loss. Nah, but more like dementia or something. Short-term memory loss. There we go. That's what I'm thinking of. Anyways. Oh, and Birdie's also here. And here's Arthur, and then you can go on this T-switch, and if we go this way, there's actually 3 completely different lines you can take. So we're going to go this way, under, and that goes to Gordon's Hill. That goes over Gordon's Hill, obviously. Down back to the turntable on Stepney's line this time. Then if we go on this track, we go under here, up to Barry, down over the V-switch into the wreck. Okay, so now we're gonna go on Toby, Neville, and Molly's line, because there's 3 lines on the line. Right? Yeah. Okay, so you go on the middle line, there's Toby pulling a gold car. There's Neville, he actually has the construction cars. So you go down here, one moment, I need to fix this actually. Alright, there we go. Down to, there's Molly in the Singlestone Tunnel, to the T-switch, and you can get there. And then you can go on Scotland to get there, or just do that. Alright, so I think this is almost this entire half of the layout done. There's one more track for it I want to show quick, and this actually does take you to the docks. There's 2 of them. So I'll show you it quick. If you go on this track, then this track, come to Splatter, who's under the Mountain Tunnel or Gordon's Hill. Here's a reference. Here's Thomas and the Jet Engine reference, actually. And yes, I did. I can grab it without knocking everything over. Doing this at a very odd angle. Trying to grab my Thomas. I could use the shock face Thomas that actually came with this back. One moment. There we go. Alright. So then you go under there. You go there, not there. To that switch, and real quick, we're gonna backtrack all the way back to Henry, but we're gonna go on this line. And we're gonna go up around this corner to this super cool place. So, the bridge. Alright, there we go. So you come to this big stacking thing. I love how this turned out. So here we have Thomas on the top. Then we have Oliver and pulling an empty train on the middle line. And I noticed something. If you go down this hill, Queen's Hill, stuff can actually keeps getting caught on the this lip right here. It's a bit annoying, but it's not really like a story layout. It's just more a show layout. Anyways, and then Oliver's line goes down to that switch, and I'm also going to show Thomas's line where that goes. So this time you go up Hero's line, around to Thomas, obviously. You go down that hill right there, over the trees on the track with Dustin, all the way to Duck in a barrel loader. So now we're getting into the docks, and I'm actually going to stand up for this and move. So you can come off of that T-switch, you can come off of this switch, or you can go on backwards from Duck. So, here we have the docks. I actually really like how this turned out. So you go over from Duck, let's just say Duck's going to the docks with some barrels in his barrel car. So you go over the Marin Bridge, you go down to the Brendan building, and he can't actually go anywhere because it's super packed right now. So we have Salty with this truck back. I'm just going to use some normal trucks. Here's Porter with some box fans. Here is Hank with a crate and log cars. And there's actually a story with the crate I made. So the story is there's actually a new air conditioning unit for Wellswood Station because the old one broke. And then Cranky asked Hank if he could take the extra load, and Hank quickly agreed to it. I just like to make up little stories about like what happened in the layout. Sometimes I just randomly put them there. Some things are relating to stuff like the birthday Thomases. Other things like, what am I going to say? The Percy thing or the Hank thing. Make little stories about. It's fun. And other things are obviously references. And so anyways, if you go over this track of Sultan, there's another siding right here. And then if you go along here, you have this large place. You got some scrap crates. There's Bulstrode. Here's the chocolate building, or the chocolate factory. And that goes along back to the V-switch. And then you can go this way right through, and this leads to that switch right there. So that leaves me with one line left. And that line is a really cool line, actually. I actually quite enjoyed this one. So, you go on the V-switch is where we're going to go. And okay, so I'm going to have to actually back Oliver up for a demonstration of this. You're probably wondering, wait a minute, why Oliver? I'm also going to get the engine down that was on the bridge, and that is Diesel. He's pulling the milk tankers. So Diesel's going along. He goes up and around this corner, and over my four-way crossing piece of a stacking riser. He goes past Oliver. I can just get my hands in there. They pull him up. Oh. They also can get caught right here. And then we go up onto my bait breach. And I have these Brio risers that actually fit perfectly. And I mean perfectly because you have to push them a bit, but then they fit perfectly right in there. I don't know how many times I just said perfect. I just said it again. Perfect. Yeah. And then you go down 2 times over the clock tower, down to Winston, and I just threw Winston right off the line. But and it's just a really simple line, but I do love it. And I want to give you a quick overview of this really, really complicated area. I mean, there's just so many things that can happen. I mean, I'm gonna move James and give you like as a person looking up at it. I mean, it's absolutely insane, and I love it. Anyways, let's head back to the very beginning of the layout with Henry. And this has been Thomas the Train with a new video, 3 in like a week's time, which is very nice. And I think I do know a reason why I've been able to produce so many videos is because I've actually been making smaller layouts. Now, if I do make a nice little layout that I like, I will upload it. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know if I'll go back to making giant layouts that take up all of my room, just to make it easier to walk around in here. I don't know if I'll do that again. I'm gonna do that again. I know I will do it again. I'm gonna just say it, but I'm not sure when. I just know I probably will. And I will hopefully see you guys in 2 weeks' time. I will make a video after school ends. I might do a live stream after school ends, like a lot of people have been doing. I'm kind of jealous. I'm gonna ramble for just a couple minutes. I'm kind of jealous of the people who've actually gotten out of school last Friday. As I'm filming this, it's a Sunday, and I have 2 weeks of school left. Some people got out of school 2 days ago on Friday, and don't have 2 weeks left of school. So I'm a bit jealous of that. Yeah. Also, there might actually be a video in between this very small break, and it'll be a very simple video. But I am thinking of actually buying something. I'm not sure what I'm going to buy. I just know I want to buy something. Something, maybe an engine or destination, maybe a cool switch. I'm thinking of buying the 5-way switch. I would love that. So, yeah. There is also one last thing I want to do, and I'm actually gonna I can't remember the name of the channel. So let me just do some commentary while I quickly search up the channel. You're gonna hear me clicking around on my remote. That's me going to find the channel. So I was sitting at home, and I kept scrolling down and down and down. I typed in Thomas Wooden Railway Layout Tours 2022, wondering what's new, and then eventually I got way down, and then I found one. It was a layout tour, and I thought, alright, fine, I'll give it a chance. Because I noticed there was a custom dock building in the very bottom. So I clicked on it, and I'm not kidding when I say this. I was speechless the whole time I watched it, and my mouth hung open. It was titled Layout Tour Isle of Sudrians for this person's Season 1 layout. So I just want to quickly shout out the Thomas YouTuber Big City Studios. I mainly want to shout him out mainly for his absolutely amazing abilities to make customs. Mainly because he makes his customs out of cardboard. He made a custom cranky, workshed, entire Steamworks, brown turntable, and mind you, 7 berth tinless sheds, and all of this is out of cardboard, custom trucks and everything, and it's just amazing. So, and I'll just tell you how to search it up real quick. It's Big City Studios, and the only thing that would be different is an extra G in big. And his thumbnail is just a maroon Big City engine from Gordon Goes Forward. But seriously, I really recommend you go watch him. He is absolutely amazing. He's doing a series, and so far, his first episode is called Untrustworthy. I recommend giving that a watch. It was great when I watched it. And I am super excited for when he puts out more episodes of his series, Isle of Sudrians. So I'm super excited, as I already said. Go check him out, and I will see you probably in 2 weeks' time. Anyways, goodbye.